everyone. Another nice day in Perth today, so I thought I'd go out and fly the drone, have a bit of a tour, some of the sites around my area, and then if it looks like it's going to be a popular video, I might expand the horizons and go down to the actual city in Perth and around the coast and stuff. That's my drone setup. It's just a Mini 2. I've got another battery in there, so I've got 3 batteries all up, but I'm only going to bring 2 today. I thought of two spots pretty close by. Today's going to be a nice day, but tomorrow apparently there's 20 mil of rain coming and fairly windy, so yeah, probably next 3 or 4 days is going to be unflyable weather, so possibly longer, but that's all the weatherman can see at the moment. So yeah, so I've got these are just some extendable landing gear, so if you're taking off from grass, it just, because the thing's so small, the props are so close to the ground, it hits the grass, so that just raises it up a bit. Spare battery, controller, and with a 3D printed thing to take the bigger phones, so that works pretty good. And then just some circular polarized and ND filters. I don't know what the other ones are. UV. Yeah, I normally stick to the ND32, but it's a bit early in the morning, so we might actually need a lesser ND filter, but we'll see when we get there. All right, I'll pick it up at the park and we'll see you there. Righto, so we're at the local, it's just around the corner from mine, a 10-minute drive. Beautiful day again, no clouds. I don't think, no, 0 clouds. It's only about 10 degrees, it's fairly early in the morning. Thought I'd come out before it gets too busy, so we'll go up and see what we can see.
Take off. Home point updated.
Yeah, so I was just going to narrate this while I'm watching it back myself. Haven't figured out how to record while you're flying, so I'll do a bit of research into that. But yeah, this is the place just around the corner from mine. It's actually quite a big lake. I'll just open up the screenshot if I can find it. We're pretty much at the south end of it, so yeah, I should have included where Perth is, but Perth's to the south of that screenshot that I included at the front there. And then we're north of it, not by much, but a little bit. And yeah, this lake kind of starts down where it says Kingsway City Shopping Centre in the text in that screenshot, and it goes right up. It actually goes further than what that screenshot shows. It goes right up to Joondalup. It's just a big body of water. So yeah, I didn't really fly too far away, but yeah, no, it looks good, and you can actually see Perth there in the background, the buildings. Not the biggest city in the world, but it's nice and pretty quiet, relatively quiet for what it is. And that's the lake. Heaps of birds. It's a protected park, so there's cycleway around the whole lot of it. Takes a fair while. I used to take the scooter around there and back again, and you'd be gone for hours trying to get up and back and then back home again. So that's pretty good. There's to the left that you can't see, screen left, that's a big industrial estate called Wangara. So there's all sorts of businesses in there. That's where my local Bunnings is as well. So there's heaps of shops in there. And if you go back to that screenshot where Wangara is, you'll see it's different to where all the houses are. If you go south and east, there's another place called Malaga, and that's another industrial area, but it's got a lot of shops as well. There's not many, like car shops and car accessory shops and stuff in Wangara. It's mainly factories and businesses. There's a couple. There's some markets in there and stuff like that. It's not too bad. Heaps of car sales place. But Malaga, which is south and to the east, that's where all the there's another Bunnings down there, but there's a 4-wheel drive shop, super cheap auto for your car accessories and heaps of stuff, office works and camping shops and all sorts of stuff. So
between there, and then Joondalup, which is north. You can't really see it. It's north of that, north of probably the way we're facing now. Actually, that's north there. Don't know if you can actually see it. Nah, no, it's probably too far away. That's another good shopping centre up that way. And yeah, and then if you go back to that screenshot, you'll see Hillary's Boat Harbour right on the coast there, about in the middle, a little bit south of the middle. Probably facing it now, actually. You can see the beach, you can see the water, the coastline just there, right on the horizon. That darker patch of blue, that's all ocean. Yeah, so that's where I normally take the jet ski, either there or right up the top of that screenshot on the coast. You'll see Ocean Reef Boat Harbour. That's another good spot. Hillary's gets packed out because it's kind of the closest boat ramp to Perth City. There are a couple in the city as well, but that's quite a large one. So that one gets packed out. If it's a really nice day, that gets smashed. So Ocean Reef's good, and then there's another one further north if you can be bothered driving. But normally I go in the city. I'll when I go down there next time, I'll do a video on the jet ski, and that's nice because you can pretty much go from there to out to Fremantle, out into the ocean and back again, and at least there's something to see. When you go in the city on the jet ski, there's heaps of boat harbours, and you can go into Elizabeth Quay with the jet ski and park up and go get a coffee and brekkie and stuff. Here I was trying to see if there's any birds. Last time I came out here, I got swamped with birds, and it's probably a bit early in the morning for them. They're probably still sleeping in. But yeah, it's a nice town. Perth's pretty flat. You can see there's no mountains. There's nothing. There is a range, mountain range that runs over to the east there, but you can't. It's ages away. You can't see it on that screenshot. I don't know what that place is, whether it's a big house or what's going on there. But yeah, there's some big properties along this lake in here, just left over from the old days. A lot of them have been subdivided and turned into little, normally around 1,000 square metre blocks around here, I think. But then there are some bigger ones that are probably a couple thousand square metres. You can see the tilt on the drone. That was the wind. It wasn't very windy on the ground, but I kept getting the wind warnings up high. So I thought I'd give it a miss. Yeah, that looks like a house, big house, nice big landed helicopter over there if you got one. Yeah, that sun was just wreaking havoc with the lens, so probably went a bit too early. Might have to go a bit later next time. But yeah, sit back and watch that, and I'll come back at the end, and I might point a few things out on the screenshot. I'll just record it off my computer here and explain a few more things.
Just landing now. Yeah, we're going to land. Oh, there she goes.
Landing.
Nice. Yeah, it wasn't a bad flight. A bit windy out there. I kept getting strong wind warnings. That wind's picking up already, even though it's early in the morning. And that sun doesn't really help out. I hope you could see in the video. We'll have a look when I get back home. Looking that way is nice. But yeah, looking into the sun, it's just not good. But we'll see what we can see when we get back home. So yeah, I was going to go down to the beach. We're only about 12 k's away from the beach. You could see it from up there, just on the horizon. You can see a bit of blue water, but there's no point because of this wind. I kept getting strong wind warnings from the drone. So yeah, I'll give it a miss. I think it's way too windy. It's picking up since I got here about 20 minutes ago. So there is another park I could go to back home, but there's not a lot to see there. You'd just be flying it for the sake of flying it. So might give it a miss. Just edit this video up and put it up for you guys. Catch us later.